I think it's because the French don't just really won't settle for a thriller. They won't settle for somebody who will make their pulse race or even their brain race, but it has to be the heart. And I hope I bring that to a book. French are very wonderfully passionate people, which I love and adore. And so you don't just want a thriller that can have people running around. You need it to move you in some way. People ask me that all the time, whoa, you have to have pressure to keep the sales up. Of course, to some degree that's true, but it was greater pressure before I sold any copies, when I was just trying to feed the family and make sure I'd still have another publishing deal. That's pressure. This is all fun. I mean, if one day instead of #1 it's #2, boo-hoo me. I've had a very good run. I've been very, very lucky. I still have a lot of readers. So no, all the pressure for me is self-inflicted. Every time I write a book, I want it to be better than the last one. I never want to let you down as a reader. I never want to release a book that I think is just okay, oh, it's not quite as good. Every book that I release, I think is the best book I could have done at the time. Like right now, I'm thinking, Missing You, boy, that's the best book I've ever done. The club has been so supportive from the very beginning, and it gives people a chance to get the books early. And I know that people really appreciate that. And I can tell you, I have never heard a complaint about your club, which is unusual because people complain about everything. France still has a strong book club because most countries do not. I had such a wonderful experience with the movie Tell No One and Guillaume Canet. And when I met this young producer named Sidney Gallon, I had the same sort of feeling I had with Guillaume, a young guy who's hungry and has such great passion and energy for the project that he sort of talked me into doing it. I also love this country. I love visiting it. I really love your theater, and I really thought there was a place for a TV show like this, with my American crime story and the French sensibility mixing together, would be great. And then when I met Alexandra Lamy, and I just saw her as the person to be the one to play this role, and she was, she hasn't been on TV in a very, very long time, and she was that excited about coming back for this thing. Everything just kind of came together. It all felt so right, and I think it's going to be a great show. I actually think television is better than movies right now for thrillers. When I think of the best thriller movies, I can't think of too many since Tell No One that has been released that I loved. But I can name up Breaking Bad, True Detective, Dexter, Lost. I can name a bunch of TV shows that had a mystery component that I absolutely loved. And in a way, for my novels, which has so many twists and turns, instead of having to take the story and go like this, to take the story and maybe go like this makes more sense. So if I write a book, I am the director, writer, actor, star, I'm the cameraman, I'm the boy who gets coffee, I'm everything. When I do a movie, or TV show, I have to give that power to other people. And at first that's very difficult. But it's also fun because I spend all of my time alone, in a room by myself. I like that. But every once in a while, it's nice to be social. It's nice to talk to a person. And it's also interesting when an actor or an actress says to you, they come up to you and they're the person you created. And they say, well, what am I like? What was my childhood like? They want to know everything about themselves. And it's fun to actually, and you feel like you're talking to the person. It's a really weird feeling. I remember we were making Tell No One and I met France Loisirs for the first time. I kept thinking he was Beck. He must have thought I was crazy. I'm like, are you okay now? Is his life okay now? It would be like that because that's how I get involved in it. I love that you read my books and are still doing it, and I never take that for granted. I'm always grateful, and I'm going to continue to try to write the best books I can for you. So thank you very much.